What's up, everybody? It's Meech. You're tuned into On the Radar, where we cover health, fitness, and tech. We currently have a very serious radar alert that I have to bring to your attention. A subscriber hit me up and told me that the Amazing Herbs Black Seed Oil has a Proposition 65 warning on Amazon. I didn't have any idea what that meant, so I had to go look it up. And I'm going to read to you guys what I found on that website. I used to promote Amazing Herbs Black Seed Oil until recently I found what I feel is a better quality of black seed oil from Bionatal. I spoke about having better trust in them because they don't cut corners with the quality of their production, and they provided me with a lot of insight on the production process. I spoke on all of that in my video, and a lot of you guys was very, very receptive to it. I feel like this information that I'm going to give you is very relevant to anybody who uses Amazing Herbs products, and especially because I initially put a lot of you guys onto it. There's also some people that seem to think that I'm just trying to sell you products and I'm just trying to make a profit, and that couldn't be so further from the truth. I always try to inform you of what I know to be the highest quality and safest black seed oil that I can find, because as I'm telling you this stuff, I'm using this stuff. So think about that. With that said, though, I have to be clear. I do not have all the information on this topic as of yet, and I'm going to read to you what I found. It's listed on the website, and I will link it in the description so you can read for yourself further. You can dig into it and draw your own conclusion. This is not, in my opinion, this is not an attempt to smear Amazing Herbs brand. And before I get into that, I do have to note that I have noticed that not all of the Amazing Herbs Black Seed Oil pages on Amazon has this warning, and I'm not sure why. So let me get into the information and let's talk about what I found. It says the California Office of Environmental Health Hazard Assessment is establishing its website to provide the public with information on chemicals, products, and locations often associated with Proposition 65 warnings. These warnings inform Californians about exposure to chemicals that cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. I do have to note that this is a California law that lists the warnings, but I do have to wonder why it's not mandated throughout the entire country. If these are harmful chemicals that's in these products, and that means we're all being exposed to them, not just people in California. I understand different states have their different, their different laws and how information is supposed to get out there, but it's something you have to think about if you're in a different state. I'm in New York. We don't get that warning. So if I didn't happen to see this, so whatever. Let's get back into this. What is Proposition 65? Proposition 65 requires businesses to provide warnings about Californians about significant exposures to chemicals that cause cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm. These chemicals can be in the products that Californians purchase in their homes or workplace, or that are released into the environment. By requiring that this information be provided, Proposition 65 enables Californians to make informed decisions about their exposure to these chemicals. Proposition 65 also prohibits California businesses from knowingly discharging significant amounts of listed chemicals into sources of drinking water. Proposition 65 requires California to publish a list of chemicals known to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. This list, which must be updated at least once a year, has grown to include approximately 900 chemicals since it's been first published in 1987. It's incredible. Proposition 65 became law in November 1986 when California voters approved it by a 63 to 37% margin. The official name of Proposition 65 is the Safe Drinking Water and Toxic Information Act of 1986. What types of chemicals are on the Proposition 65 list? This list contains a wide range of naturally occurring and synthetic chemicals that include additives or ingredients in pesticides, common household products, foods, drugs, dyes, or solvents. Listed chemicals may also be used in manufacturing and construction, or they may be byproducts of chemical processes such as motor vehicle exhaust. Remember in the Bionatal video, I referenced that some companies grow their seeds in subpar soil, water sources, and use chemicals and additives to filter their oils. This is what I was referring to. Also, Amazing Herbs states that their oil comes from Turkey and India. And remember what I said about seed quality from different regions? Ethiopian seeds being a higher quality. I really don't mean to interject and come across like this is an ad for Bionatal, but to be honest with you, I was trying to make you aware of this stuff, and I got people questioning me about the price and saying that I'm a fraud because I'm just trying to sell you expensive products, and I'm just trying to make money off this, all this type of stuff. And this is what I mean by you get what you pay for. It's easy for some to overlook information because they want to make excuses for not investing in their health. I'm becoming so passionate about this, about Bionatal, because they reached out to me and gave me tons of insight into the behind the scenes, the behind the scenes process, the production, all of that stuff on how black seed oil works. And I was trying to bring that to you guys' attention. I haven't seen any other companies say that to me. I got a bunch of companies that reach out to me to help, talk about their products all the time. But no one has come to me, and talked to me about the behind the scenes practices and all of that stuff and just the truth behind it. Now you can see what I'm talking about even more for yourself. Yo, I apologize for ranting. I know I said I was going to get back to reading. I was just going to read, not give my opinions, but I got to be real with you. I'm a human being. And I'd be lying if I said some of these people who's doubting me didn't piss me off by questioning my integrity. I got to defend myself. So I'm sorry. I'll get back to it. Let's get back to the website and the official information. How chemicals are added to Proposition 65 list. There are 4 ways for a chemical to be added to the Proposition 65 list. Nope. Unless I missed it somewhere, I don't see 4 ways listed, but it did say chemicals are added to the list if they are defined or if they are identified by IARC as causing cancer in humans or laboratory animals. Proposition 65 says the list at a minimum shall consist of chemicals recognized as carcinogens in California Labor Code, which in turn recognizes carcinogens identified by IARC. Carcinogens is things that cause cancer, if you don't know that. Formerly required to be labeled. If an agency of the state or federal government requires that a chemical be labeled or identified as causing cancer or birth defects or other reproductive harm, it will be added to the list. Most chemicals listed in this manner are prescription drugs that are required by the U.S. FDA to contain warnings related to cancer or birth defects or other reproductive harm. What does a warning mean? If a warning is placed on a product label or posted or distributed at a workplace, a business, or in a rental housing, the business issuing the warning is aware or believes that it is exposing individuals to one or more of the listed chemicals. By law, a warning must be given for listed chemicals unless the exposure is low enough to pose no significant risk of cancer or is significantly below levels observed to cause cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm. Now, what I got to be clear on is I don't see anywhere where it states what the actual dangerous chemicals that are found in these in this amazing herbs black seed oil. This is very confusing to me. If a product has a chemical warning of causing cancer or birth defects, you would think that they would state which chemicals are in this product. And I don't see that anywhere. That's a little concerning, but this is on there for a reason. So this is confusing. We got to get to the bottom of this. Also, if there is a significant level of this dangerous chemical in the product, then why is it allowed to be sold? I'm also confused and bothered by this. This is not really making any sense to me. I don't want to scare anyone, but I do need to inform you, and I welcome you to check the site out for yourself, do your further research on this on your own. I don't have all the answers as of yet, and if it was not for a subscriber, I wouldn't even be aware of this. This is why it's so important to share information with each other. I make these videos based off my experiences and my opinion, but I'm not an expert on any of this. I'm just a guy on a journey, and as I learn, I share with you guys. I also learn from you guys when you guys share your experiences with me in the comments. When you recommend something, I listen, I check it out, I do my own research, just as you should if I'm telling you guys, things that I'm bringing to your attention. Please share this information, and if you find any other helpful information on this topic, definitely let me know. As I always say on this channel, let's help each other help each other. That's what the On the Radar is about. Again, link in the description to the government website that I read all this information from. I'll also link to my Bionatal Black Seed video as well as their website. I invite you to go over all of the information that I stated in the video. Also go over the additional information on Bionatal's website and tell me if you see any other black seed oil company that offers you so much information. That's basically it. Hit me in the comment sections. Let me know what's going on. Let me know your thoughts. Again, any additional information, let me know. Till next time, stay focused, stay fit. Please hit that like button, show your support, and tune in next time to see what else pops up on the radar. Salute. Bionatal's black seed oil is radar approved.